Hey, yo, what's going on, everybody? It is Wednesday night. And y'all know what that means. Like I said, I'm going to be going live these next couple of days, being that I'm on vacation. But this is your AEW Dynamite review, live review here on the YouTube channel. We're also live over on Twitch, twitch.tv/around the point. If you are new to this channel, please hit that subscribe button down below. It'll be so awesome if you did. But what is going on, everybody? It's me. It's Steve. I'm back again live. I hope all of you are having a wonderful week. I hope all of you are enjoying yourself. I hope all of you enjoyed your episode of Dynamite. I thought the show overall, for a go-home show, I'm going to be honest, I thought the show was pretty good. I ain't going to lie. For a go-home show, I always say, the purpose of a go-home show is to get the people looking forward to watching the pay-per-view. And I gotta say, what they gave out tonight, they hyped up this contract signing between Hangman Page and Kenny Omega. And you guys may know about me, I am not really big on contract signings. I'm not really big, especially, you talk about the match being announced, but we're doing a contract signing. We're doing a contract signing. Literally, literally days before the pay-per-view, and you announce this match, but we're doing a contract signing now. So now the match is official. I've never really been big on that, but they made it work for what it is. And a lot of fun stuff. But again, if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button down below. Give the video a big old thumbs up. You can follow me on Twitter at HeelSteven, Instagram, and a lot of fun stuff while you're at it. Also, let you guys know real quick, I will be doing this Friday my predictions for Full Gear this coming Friday at 10 in the morning. So make sure you tune in for that. Reason being is because Friday night, I'm going out. So I'm not going to be able to watch SmackDown, watch Rampage, and then do the prediction. It's just not going to happen because I'm going out on Friday night with family. So that's why we're doing this right. That's why I'm doing this review. And Friday morning, you're going to get a live predictions for Full Gear. Also, let you guys know tomorrow we'll be live on this channel. Myself and Big Mike, we're going to be doing a watch along to Survivor Series 1991. So make sure you guys tune in for that. Myself and Big Mike will be doing a watch along. If you guys want to watch along with us and all that fun stuff, that'll be awesome. But we'll be doing this in the spirit of Survivor Series. So there's that also. People in the chat here, the main event of Full Gear seems a little weak considering the AEW roster. To each their own. I think it's a situation where, people just want to see one result. That's all they want to see into this right now. That's all we give a shit about. One fucking result. But I thought overall, again, the show as a whole, it got me looking forward to Saturday, which, by the way, we're doing a watch along as well. We're doing a watch along this Saturday for AEW Full Gear live on YouTube and on Twitch, the return of Wrestle Companion. So make sure, again, you are subscribed to the channel, hit that bell notification, be notified when we upload, and we, go live and all that fun stuff. All right. So the show is live from Indianapolis, Indiana. It kicked off right away with a match between Bryan Danielson and Rocky Romero from New Japan Pro Wrestling. So again, that forbidden door is being, opened up here. People are coming in. We find out beginning of the match that apparently per Okada, yes, Okada's name was thrown around a lot here on the show, by the way. Okada's name was thrown around like crazy on the show. We find out that Orange Cassidy is now a member of Chaos per Okada. Let this sink in for a second. Orange Cassidy and Toru Yano are part of the same faction. When all these travel restrictions get better and all that stuff, I'm just saying it right now. We want to see Orange Cassidy and Toru Yano in World Tag League. Just saying. Just the visual, more for the visual. But we get back to this match, all right? Orange Cassidy, he was there ringside. We had Bryan Danielson, Rocky Romero. I thought overall for a match, it was good. Good back and forth. One thing I'll say, again, with these special matches between the New Japan people and, the AEW guys, right? Being that Rocky Romero is someone from New Japan. That, yes, Bryan's winning this match because, again, he has to win. But I love how AEW gives these people, like these guys that are supposed to do the job, per se, right? Some offense. You give them this fighting hope, makes you think, oh, shit, maybe just maybe, there's a possibility that this guy might end up winning. But he doesn't at the end. But they give you this sense of hope almost. What is going on? Phony, how you doing? But there was that. They had a very good back and forth. They talked about how years ago, Bryan and Romero trained at the New Japan dojo back in 2002. The ending seemed a little botched, but Bryan got the win via submission. Again, he's giving this guy momentum. He has a match against Miro this Saturday at Full Gear. So you want to give Bryan that momentum. So there's that as well. Okay. So that was the way we opened the show. You give Bryan momentum. We find out that Orange Cassidy is a part of Chaos and all that fun stuff. But again, guys, give me your thoughts in the chat, your thoughts on the match and, a lot of fun stuff if you can. All right. Let me the fuck know. Again, if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and all that fun stuff. Hit the bell notification, all that fun stuff. Again, it's awesome. All right. What's up, my man? That Barcelona top in the back. Yeah, man. Can I say Barcelona, baby? Yeah, I know. Not a PSG jersey, but fuck it. It is what it is. All right. So there was that. From there, we go to Tony Schiavone interviewing the members of the Inner Circle. Because, again, you got to remember, this Saturday is the Inner Circle versus American Top Team and Dan Lambert and all that stuff, right? So they're coming out of nowhere. They all get attacked by American Top Team from behind as they were coming, out to the ring. Just a visual of Junior Dos Santos, the former UFC heavyweight champion, fucking holding a kendo stick and just trying to hit people with it. Just the visual is just cringe as shit. It really, really is. Dan Lambert, with the help of Men of the Year, they put Jericho through a table. They said Saturday, they promise that Dan Lambert, the same Dan Lambert, right, is going to be the one who gets the win for Team American Top Team. That's the promise, right? And then Dan Lambert proceeds to hit Jericho with the walls of Jericho. You see Dan Lambert talk about, this is the Boston Crab, made famous in the 1970s by Rocky Johnson, some shit like that. I love the heel heat, how triggered these AEW fans get with someone like Dan Lambert. I love it. I think it's fucking awesome. What is going on, you my boy Blue? How are you, brother? But I just love how triggered these AEW fans get when they see Dan Lambert. I love it. Like, here's the thing about it. All this was great because guess what? You're going to watch Saturday because you want to see this guy get his ass handed to. You want to see Dan Lambert, who for the last month or so, almost 2 months, has been running his mouth every single time. And now you want to see him in action. Now you want to see him get his ass handed to by Chris Jericho, Sammy Guevara, Santana and Ortiz. I just think, honestly, it's going to look great. It's going to be great. A part of me feels like it's going to be cinematic. I mean, if there was ever a chance for a cinematic match on the show, this would be it. You know what I mean? Sammy G writes here, do you think Jorge Masvidal shows up Saturday considering he pulled out of the UFC fight with Leon Edwards? I don't know. Maybe he does. But here's the thing about it. It's a bummer. It's a bummer that he pulled out of this fight for undisclosed injury. I saw today on Twitter that, Hamza Shemaev was basically saying, I'm flying out to the U.S. Like he wants to fight. And it's up in the air. I mean, if you're Leon Edwards right now, bro, it sucks because you know for a fact that he should be next in line. He should be. But the UFC doesn't want to give it to him. For whatever reason, like he beat Nate Diaz, right? And I know I'm going off topic right now, but I would not be surprised. I mean, had the fight still happened, you would have not seen Jorge Masvidal involved. I mean, you might. Who the fuck knows at this point in juncture? Put it that way. But there was that. And again, it served the purpose. You want to see this older guy get his ass kicked. From there, we go on to six women's tag team match here. We had Britt Baker, Rebel, and Jamie Hayter versus Tay Conti, Anna Jay, and Thunder Rosa. I'm going to be honest. I felt like the crowd for most of this match were just sitting there with their hands in their pockets. Quiet. Like they went crazy for Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker because that's a feud you need to go back to. If you're Britt Baker, that's the one match you want to have as champion. That's the one match you want to see her compete against as champion, that being Thunder Rosa. You go back to that program. You go back to their lights out match from a year ago or so, right? It writes itself. And if there's anyone that Britt is going to lose to, is going to be Thunder Rosa. That being said, I mean, maybe not. But at the same time, I'm going to be honest too. I'm watching this shit, right? And they talked about Tay Conti is challenging Britt Baker. I literally forgot about that. In my mind, I'm like, wait a minute. She's challenging Britt Baker for the championship. So basically, she won the sweepstakes. She's gonna get her face kicked in by Britt Baker come Saturday night. Basically, what's gonna happen. But they gave her momentum. They gave her this false hope that, hey, she might have a fighting chance here. She's gonna win. She got the winning fall for her team, that being Tay Conti. There was a spot outside where I think it was Jamie Hayter who did like a splash, or Thunder Rosa, one or the other. They did like a splash on the outside, and it looked great. But other than that, they just sat there. The crowd just sat there, not giving a shit about this at all. But Tay Conti, like I mentioned, got the win here. From there, we go to Jungle Boy. Jungle Boy versus Anthony Bowens. Now, Max Caster came out as well, and he cut this rap, right? And he talked about how somewhere in this thing that being Jungle Boy let his girlfriend alone with 7 guys. That being, in case you guys don't fucking know, Jungle Boy Jack Perry is winning at life. That guy is a fucking winner at life. He really, really is. He's a winner at life. He is dating, obviously, Anna Jay of the Dark Order. So the whole reference that you leave her alone, you leave him alone, you leave her alone with 7 dudes. And I was surprised that the AEW diehards, didn't run in full force. They didn't go crazy about this. They didn't lose their minds. How could they do this? What's wrong with them? It's hot as fuck in this room, and I'm sweating like crazy, but it is what it is. But no, to my surprise, I didn't see any of that on Twitter, so that's good. Thank God. But we got the match anyway between Jungle Boy and Anthony Bowens. They wanted to show you that Jungle Boy can overcome this disadvantage, right? That, hey, there's basically 2 people, right? That being Anthony Bowens and Max Caster at ringside. It was good back and forth. Again, you got to remember, the purpose of tonight's show is to give these guys that have matches this momentum, right? And you want to see that they can overcome some adversity, they can face the challenge. And that's what Jungle Boy did here. He got the win by hitting the snail trap onto Anthony Bowens. And when the match was over with, out comes Bobby Fish. And he attacks Jungle Boy. You go to commercial, we come back, and we see that he is literally in the same frame with Adam Cole and the SuperKick. A little reunion. Very undisputed. Very undisputed like. And apparently this Friday on Rampage, per the request of Adam Cole, he wants Bobby Fish to annihilate Jungle Boy. But to leave him a piece for Saturday, because again, Saturday night is the SuperKick versus Jurassic Express and Christian Cage. I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna be honest with you guys. A part of me feels this is, I guess, the planting of the seeds, right? Because let's be real about it, okay? I know a lot of you right now are happy as shit that the SuperKick is together, the Super Elite, right? That's awesome. I get that, right? But let's be honest here. I'm pretty sure that the long-term plan here is to have Adam Cole eventually turn his back on the Elite. And think about that, right? Imagine, right, when Kyle O'Reilly's deal is up, because I'm pretty sure that Kyle O'Reilly's out of here. He's going to be on his way out sooner than later. And when that happens, right, he's going to make his way to AEW. Think about that, right? Think about at the next Blood and Guts, right? The super about here, the Elite versus the former Undisputed Era. Just add 2 more people to each person, each team, and you have it. Just saying. And it writes itself. You basically have, right? You have Kenny, you basically have Adam Cole killing the Elite from within. I don't see why not. I'm reading the comments here as well. If you guys have questions, feel free to drop them in as well. I don't get the hype around Jungle Boy. People go on and like he's prime Shawn Michaels. I wouldn't go that far. I think, you know what? He is a promising athlete. He's a promising prospect per se. But to compare him to Shawn, nah, bro. I think people are bugging. Whatever they're smoking, please let me know what they're smoking, because I could use some of that shit. I could really use some of that shit. Just saying, all right? So there was that. But we're getting on Rampage, Jungle Boy versus Bobby Fish. That should be fun to see. We get Wheeler Yuta versus Wardlow, which was a complete fucking squash. That's all you need to fucking know. This was a complete fucking squash that honestly should have been on AEW Dark. The crowd chanting one more time for Wardlow. Like, Wardlow was like the default babyface in this whole situation. Literally beating the fuck out of poor Wheeler Yuta. It's like, what did he do to deserve this? That's the question, basically, right? And considering that, hey, he's not even in a match on Saturday night. Is he? I don't think so. He's not. But, I mean, I know MJF is, which we did not see tonight on the show. There was no MJF. I was going to say, hey, there's no Cody Rhodes. But then later on in the night, that guy showed up, but which we'll get into in a little bit as well. But to me, this match should have been on AEW Dark or Dark Elevation. You know what I mean? Obviously, Wardlow got cheered like crazy in this match, but this was a complete squash match. Should have ended seconds, literally a minute to go, but whatever. There was that. Backstage, though, we go to the parking lot and we see that Eddie Kingston and CM Punk had to be pulled apart. They had this like little brawl backstage and shit in the parking lot. They're being held back. And in this, right, you have Ruby Soho. Almost called it Ruby Riott. I'm sorry, AEW fans. I apologize. Okay? You have Ruby Soho, right? Basically, and I shit you not, trying to break up or trying to hold back Eddie Kingston. Which was funny for what it was worth. But again, let's be honest here, right? This is a way to get you hyped up for their match come Saturday night, which you know is going to be crazy. It's going to deliver. I ain't going to lie to you. That promo they did on Friday night, awesome. Awesome. I'll give my thoughts and predictions on that match this Friday morning. Again, this Friday morning, yours truly is going live Friday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern time with my full gear predictions, because Friday night I'm going out with family, getting some sushi. So there's that. So there's that, of course. From there, we go on to Lio Rush and Dante Martin versus Lee Moriarty and Matt Seidel. Let me just say this right now. Lee Moriarty and Dante Martin had a very crazy back and forth exchange to start the match. And I think it's great because you see the future, right? The future, I guess, of AEW years to come, showcasing their ability, showcasing what they can do. And I like that. Yeah, there was some exchanges and shit. Yeah, it was awesome. Fucking awesome. And it was crazy that the people in the building ate it all up. Like Dante Martin, I've said this before, I'll say it again, is someone to keep your eye on down the road. Even if he's along with AEW, he is someone you should keep your eye on. You know, with these travel restrictions in Japan finally opening up again and clearing up, you know, with this working relationship with this whole forbidden door, I would love to see Dante Martin and Best of Super Junior. That guy is going to be taking name in Japan when that happens. I'm just calling it now. Just calling it now. But Lee Moriarty in this up again, the guy is also a young prospect that you guys should definitely consider watching on the indies and all that stuff. But again, Lio Rush also in this match got a major reaction from the crowd. Good back and forth. Everyone here shined in their own way. Everyone got their moment to shine. Everyone got a good reaction, right? But when it was all said and done, Dante Martin with a springboard moonsault pins Lee Moriarty and gets the win for his team. Also, the fact that, Lio Rush can still go. And I'm happy that AEW has him. We don't know until what happens next, if he wants to retire again and shit. But let him shine now. Let the guy shine fucking now. Reading the comments here. Who do you think runs faster, Eddie Kingston or Leo Messi? Man, Eddie Kingston, you call him a bum and he could probably do the 100-yard dash. I'm just saying. So there was that also. Again, a good way to showcase the young, promising talent. And awesome. From there, we go to Dax versus Pac. Dax Hardwood from the Pinnacle versus Pac. It was a very physical match. Very physical match that had a slow start, but then it picked up. Went back and forth. There's a moment in this match where Pac hit Dax Hardwood with a top rope brain buster. And it looked like, literally, I shit you not, it looked to me, I don't know about you guys who were watching at home, what have you, but it looked like to me that Dax Hardwood got fucked. Like he really hurt himself on that spot. He wasn't looking right. He was on wobbly legs. He was like Caleb Plant versus Canelo, literally, in the 11th round. But it was all selling. It was him basically selling the shit that, hey, he almost, landed off the top rope off that brain buster. He even hit a brain buster himself, just back and forth like crazy. Remember, Dax Hardwood is one half of, obviously, FTR. They are obviously the AAA tag team champions, right? They're facing the Lucha Bros Saturday night for the AEW tag team titles. You would think, they would get the win here. But Pac ended up hitting Dax with the brutalizer and making him submit. By the way, this was the closing, not even that, because I knew I forgot something, and I'll get back to it before I get into the contract signing. But there was that, right? Again, it is one of those things where they're going at it, right? Pac gets the win, and I don't know where out comes Cash Wheeler, and they attack on Pac. The lights go off. Out comes Andrade and Malachi Black, and they attack on Pac. Then out come the Calvary, right? Out come the Lucha Bros. Out comes Cody through the crowd. I'm like, oh shit, here's Cody Rhodes. Woohoo, there's Cody through the fucking crowd. And they're going at it, they're brawling and shit. We find out this Saturday we're gonna get Cody Rhodes and Pac teaming up to face Andrade and Malachi Black, because again, we got to get Cody on the show. Some way, somehow, damn it, we're getting Cody Rhodes on this show. So there you go. There's that. Also, I didn't mention this. I forgot to. My bad. I'm sorry. During the Wheeler Yuta and Wardlow match, when it was all said and done at the end, they're checking up on Wheeler Yuta, and out comes the Butcher and Isaiah Quinn, and they're attacking Orange Cassidy. Matt Hardy, who was sitting at ringside, comes in and puts the beating also on Orange Cassidy. We find out this Friday on Rampage, we're going to get Matt Hardy versus Orange Cassidy in a lumberjack match. So there's that also, going with also Bobby Fish versus Jungle Boy. So that should be interesting. I won't be watching live because I'll be out with family. So there's that. But after this, we go to the contract signing of the night, right? The main event of Full Gear, Kenny Omega, Hangman Adam Page, the contract signing. I said this early on in the show, and I'm going to say it again. When I think of contract signings, I don't like them in pro wrestling. I don't like them. For the sense of, you talk about this match, you're hyping it up, right? But yet we're doing a contract signing before the pay-per-view. Can you imagine? All right, give you this scenario. In the UFC, right? They hype up Kamaru Usman versus Colby Covington. And literally on the day of the press conference, which is literally a Thursday, right? Whatever the fuck it may be, right? That Thursday before the pay-per-view on Saturday, we have Colby and Kamaru sign a contract. It makes no sense. It's stupid. But that's just me, okay? That's just my humble opinion. That's my take on contract signings. It's always the same shit. Before this, Tony Khan requested that all members of the Dark Order and all members of the Elite leave the building. So you see in one camera angle, the Dark Order all leaving the venue, and you all see the Elite, the Young Bucks, obviously Adam Cole. You see Nakasawa. You see Brandon Cutler. And I guess you would have thought that Don Calvin would have left, which we'll get into in a little bit. But they're all leaving. They're gone. They're not even there. They're not even there. Okay? They're not even there. And everyone thought, okay, this was going to go down, right? So let's see. Let's see what happens. So Tony's in the ring, and the contract signing begins. They bring out Hangman Page. They bring out Kenny Omega. Hangman basically talks to, obviously the crowd's chanting cowboy shit. They're all in, no pun intended, on Hangman Page, right? Hangman says, obviously he signed the contract first, and he says he can't wait for Saturday to kick Kenny's ass, right? Kenny says that he was supposed to be, all this was supposed to be for Hangman Page, all this, right? But his insecurities, his doubting and all that stuff did not allow it to happen. That's why Kenny's in the spot now. And how basically Hangman can't get it done. He can't win the big one. He can't. Hangman mentions how at one time Kenny feared not being in the same level as his former tag team partner from many years ago, that being Kota Ibushi, which everyone went crazy for. Ooh, another New Japan mention, right? And Kenny and Hangman shake hands, right? They shake hands, they sign the contract, what have you. Kenny goes on to say, I'm proud of you, Adam. I'm proud of you, some shit like that. And then we see that the cameraman attacks Hangman Page. And it turns out that same cameraman was Don Callis in disguise. And you see that Adam Page is bleeding. He's hurt, right? And you see Don just yelling at Kenny, yelling at Adam Page, do you really think you got a chance, this and that? And Kenny basically proceeds and signs the contract for the main event in Adam Page's blood. And that's how they close the show. Again, it got people, this show that is, right, to tune in to Saturday night. There's a lot of good matches happening. A lot of good matches. But more importantly, I thought the contract signing, for as much as I dislike contract signings, delivered. Because it makes you want to see if Adam Page finally gets it. It makes you want to see the coronation, if you finally Adam Page, after all these years, right? Finally getting it done, finally winning the big one. There's some people that felt this should have happened at All Out, right? It's up in debate, right? Then there's people who feel like Kenny should still retain. Depends who you talk to. There's a lot of people, when it comes to this topic, they are divided. They are just fucking divided. That's just the way that it is. And it's up for discussion, which I'll give my thoughts this coming Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern time. My Full Gear 2021 predictions live on the YouTube channel. I'll give my thoughts on the show and all that stuff. This Saturday, we are going live here on the YouTube channel, also over on Twitch with the AEW Full Gear Watch Along. Is the return of Wrestle Companion. Speaking of which, this past Saturday, myself, Big Mike, Walter, we all got together, right? We all got together and we did a live watch along to UFC 268. We also watched the Caleb Plant versus the Canelo Alvarez versus Caleb Plant fight. Multitask at the same time it happened. So there was that also. Tomorrow, myself and Big Mike will be going live for our Survivor Series, the 1991 watch along. We'll be doing this in the spirit of Survivor Series, so make sure you tune in for that tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern time. I actually did a Raw review this past Monday. Once Raw went off the air, I was live on the YouTube channel. I gave my review on Raw and all that stuff, and make sure you go give that a check out whenever you can. To let you guys know as well, I am doing a Q&A. I'm doing a Q&A this coming Thanksgiving Thursday, November 25th at night. Once I eat, once I smoke, I'll be live here on the YouTube channel answering your questions. There's a video. There is a video in the archive of the channel with this thumbnail. Click on it, send your questions there. 3 questions per person. Ask whatever you want. That's where you can send the questions, all right? And I'll read it from there on Thanksgiving Thursday. So that's going to be it for me. I hope you all enjoyed this. If you are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button down below. Give the video a big old thumbs up. Share it through social media. You can check me out on social media over on Twitter and Instagram over at Heel Steven. Hit the follow button there and all that fun stuff. Again, if you're on the channel, hit the subscribe button. We're trying to get to 2,000. We're almost there, y'all. We're almost fucking there. All right. And yeah, that's going to be it for me. I'm wrapping up here. I'm going to, smoke a little more, play some FIFA. I don't fucking know. That's how I was going down tonight. All right. So I hope you all enjoy this. Follow me on Twitter. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Make sure you hit the bell notification and all that fun stuff. Thank you all. You guys are awesome. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out, everybody.